Deep within a forgotten corner of the world where the maps end and the wild begins, there lies a place shrouded in mystery and wonder. Untouched by the passage of time lay the Whispering Woods, a sanctuary where nature reigns supreme and the modern world feels like a distant memory. Ancient trees, their branches heavy with the weight of centuries, reached towards the heavens. These towering sentinels have stood the test of time, witnessing the rise and fall of civilizations, their roots delving deep into the earth, anchoring them firmly in place. Sunlight, dappled and green, filtered through the canopy above, casting a serene glow on the forest floor. The interplay of light and shadow created a mesmerizing dance, a silent symphony of nature's beauty. The air hummed with unseen life, the rustling of leaves, the chirping of insects, the whisper of the wind through the trees. Each sound was a note in the grand orchestra of the forest, a testament to the vibrant life that thrived within. This was a place of magic, a sanctuary watched over by a silent, unseen presence. The very air seemed to shimmer with enchantment, as if the forest itself was alive, breathing and watching over its inhabitants. For generations beyond memory, the Whispering Woods had stood as a bastion of peace. It was a refuge from the chaos of the outside world, a place where time seemed to stand still and the soul could find solace. Sheltered within its embrace were creatures great and small, each one a vital thread in the intricate tapestry of life. From the smallest insects to the majestic deer, every being played a role in maintaining the delicate balance of this ecosystem. The trees whispered secrets to the wind, their ancient wisdom passed down through the ages. These whispers carried stories of old, tales of the forest's past, and the knowledge of survival and harmony. This was a place where the very air vibrated with a power as old as time itself. The energy of the forest was palpable, a living force that connected all things within its bounds, a reminder of the enduring strength and resilience of nature. A clear stream wound its way through the woods, its waters sparkling in the sunlight. The gentle babble of the brook added to the symphony of sounds, a soothing melody that calmed the mind and spirit. Wildflowers bloomed in vibrant colors, their petals a splash of life amidst the green. These delicate blossoms were a reminder of the beauty that could be found in even the smallest corners of the forest. Winding trails meandered through the woods, inviting explorers to lose themselves in the tranquility of the forest. Each path held the promise of discovery, a journey into the heart of nature's wonder. As dusk fell, the forest transformed into a realm of twilight magic. The fading light cast long shadows, and the air grew cool and still. It was a time of reflection, a moment to pause and appreciate the timeless beauty of the Whispering Woods. The forest's heart beat to the rhythm of an ancient magic, a power that had been nurtured and protected for millennia. This magic was not just a force, it was the very essence of life that flowed through every leaf, every root, and every creature that called the Whispering Woods home. This power was embodied in its ageless guardian, a being of immense wisdom and strength. The guardian was not just a protector, it was a part of the forest itself, its spirit intertwined with the ancient trees and the whispering winds. For centuries, the guardian had been the silent protector of the Whispering Woods, watching over its inhabitants with a vigilant eye. It moved through the forest like a shadow, unseen but always present, ensuring that the delicate balance of nature was maintained. Its every step was a testament to its unwavering devotion, a silent promise to the forest and its creatures. The guardian's presence was a comforting constant, a reminder that the forest was safe and protected. But even for a being as ancient and powerful as the guardian, time marched relentlessly onward. The seasons changed, the trees grew taller, and the forest evolved. The guardian too felt the passage of time, its once boundless energy slowly waning. The time had come for the mantle of responsibility to be passed on, for a new protector to rise and take its place. This was not a decision made lightly, it was a sacred duty, one that required great wisdom and strength. For a new protector to stand guard over the Whispering Woods, they would need to understand the forest's secrets, to hear its whispers and feel its heartbeat. This new guardian would need to be chosen with care, for the fate of the forest depended on it. The weight of this decision rested heavily on the guardian's timeless soul. It knew that the future of the forest and all the creatures within it hung in the balance. The guardian's heart ached with the knowledge that its time was coming to an end. but it also felt a glimmer of hope for the future. It knew that the forest was resilient, that life would continue to flourish under the care of a new protector. The Guardian had faith that the right individual would rise to the challenge, someone who would carry the weight of this ancient duty with honor and strength.
The time has come. The forest needs a new protector, one who will embrace this sacred duty and ensure that the magic of the Whispering Woods endures for generations to come. The forest needs a new protector, someone who will walk the paths of the ancient trees, listen to the whispers of the wind, and stand as a beacon of hope and strength. One who will carry the weight of this ancient duty with honor and strength, ensuring that the magic and beauty of the Whispering Woods will never fade.
From the heart of the forest, 3 candidates emerged, drawn by destiny and the whisper of ancient magic. Each possessed a unique connection to the Whispering Woods, their lives intertwined with its fate.
I am Anya, the fearless daughter of the woods, who knows the forest's secrets as intimately as my own heartbeat.
Then came Kaelin, the compassionate healer, who understands the delicate balance of life within the forest. My touch can mend both flesh and earth, my wisdom drawn from the whispering leaves and the murmuring streams.
Finally, there is Rowan, the reclusive scholar, who has dedicated his life to deciphering the ancient scrolls that hold the forest's history. My knowledge is vast, my mind a repository of forgotten lore.
The Guardian, its form shifting like mist through the trees, set the candidates a series of trials. To prove their worthiness, they would need to demonstrate wisdom, empathy, and courage, the cornerstones of a true protector.
The first trial tested their wisdom, their ability to unravel the mysteries hidden within the forest's heart.
They were tasked with finding the hidden spring of life, a source of ancient power known only through whispers and legends.
Anya, guided by her intuitive knowledge of the forest, followed the whispers of the wind and the dance of sunlight through the leaves.
Kaelin, attuned to the rhythm of life, traced the flow of energy through the forest, his senses guiding him towards the spring's hidden pulse. Empathy, the ability to understand and share the experiences of all creatures, formed the heart of the second trial. The candidates were challenged to heal a wounded creature, not just physically, but also emotionally and spiritually.
Anya, her heart filled with compassion, used her knowledge of herbal remedies to soothe the physical pain of a young wolf caught in a hunter's snare.
Kaelin, through gentle touch and whispered words of comfort, eased the creature's fear and anxiety, forging a bond of trust between them.
Rowan, drawing upon his understanding of ancient healing rituals, called upon the forest's magic to mend the wolf's spirit, restoring its will to live.
The final trial tested their courage, their willingness to face danger head-on. This was not just a simple test, it was a rite of passage, a moment that would define their futures. Each candidate knew that the stakes were high, and failure was not an option. They had trained for this moment, honing their skills and fortifying their spirits. Now they stood at the edge of the Whispering Woods, a place shrouded in mystery and fear. Their mission was clear: to protect the forest and all its inhabitants. The Whispering Woods was not just a forest, it was a sanctuary, a place where the balance of nature was maintained. The candidates had to ensure that this balance was not disrupted by the encroaching darkness. They were the forest's last line of defense, and they had to be prepared for anything. A shadow had fallen over the Whispering Woods, a darkness that threatened to consume everything in its path. This was no ordinary darkness, it was a malevolent force intent on destroying the harmony of the forest. The candidates could feel its presence, a cold, creeping sensation that sent shivers down their spines. They knew that they had to act quickly, or the forest would be lost forever.
The candidates were tasked with confronting this darkness. They had to venture deep into the heart of the forest, where the shadows were thickest and the danger was greatest. Each step they took was a step into the unknown, but they moved forward with determination and resolve. They knew that their courage would be tested, but they were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. To stand as a shield against the encroaching shadows, they formed a protective stance, their bodies and minds united in their mission. They were not just individuals, they were a team, each member playing a crucial role in the defense of the forest. Their bond was their strength, and they drew upon it as they prepared to face the darkness.
Anya, Her spirit, as fierce as the wolves that roamed the forest, faced the darkness head-on. She was a warrior at heart, her courage and determination unmatched. She had trained for this moment her entire life, and she was ready to prove herself. With her keen senses and sharp instincts, she was a formidable opponent for any force that threatened the forest. Armed with her courage and her unwavering belief in the forest's power, she knew that the forest was more than just a collection of trees and animals. It was a living, breathing entity, and she was its protector. Her belief in the forest's power gave her strength, and she was determined to use that strength to drive back the darkness.
Kalen, his heart filled with the strength of his convictions, used his connection to the forest to rally the creatures around him, forming a united front against the encroaching darkness. He had a deep bond with the animals of the forest, and they trusted him implicitly. Together they formed a formidable force, ready to defend their home against any threat.
Rowan, armed with his knowledge of ancient protective spells, called upon the forest's magic to create a barrier of light. His mastery of magic was unparalleled, and he used it to great effect, weaving spells that held back the darkness and protected the forest. His light barrier was a beacon of hope, a symbol of the forest's resilience and strength, holding back the shadows and safeguarding the whispering woods. The light barrier illuminated the forest, driving back the shadows and restoring hope to the candidates. They knew that as long as they stood together, they could overcome any challenge. The Whispering Woods was their home, and they would do whatever it took to protect it.